Welcome, welcome back. We are here with Lorrie from the 501st Division. Pretty cool. As you can tell, she's one of the lovely stormtroopers there, and we're going to talk to her about, what she does and how cool she is.
So while we love your wonderful outfit, we're going to have you de-helmet so that we can chat. But
yeah,
thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
So tell us about your nerd cred.
My nerd cred goes way back to when I was a kid. Like a lot of people, I enjoyed watching the Star Trek original series reruns, but for me, they only occurred after the late show on Friday, so it took some serious dedication to watch those reruns. Obviously, through the Star Trek series, I've been a fan of Star Wars from the beginning, and I'm a science fiction nerd. Star Wars, Firefly, you name it.
I got you.
Awesome. So we mentioned that you're part of the 501st. Can you explain to us a little bit about what that is and,
of course.
Why?
The 501st Legion is a worldwide costuming organization. We specialize in the bad guy characters, the dark side. And we also specialize in movie quality costumes. But in the 501st, you will see the classic stormtroopers, the new Force Awakens First Order stormtroopers, Darth Vader, the Emperor, Kylo Ren, biker scouts, TIE pilots. These are all our dark side characters. We have a sister organization, the Rebel Legion, that focuses on the hero characters, our X-Wing fighters, Luke, Leia, Han, Chewbacca. We also have sister organizations in the Mountain States Droid Builders and our Mandalorian Mercs.
Cool. How did you get into the 501st? That seems like something you might need to fight to get into.
You don't necessarily need to fight to get into the 501st Legion, but for me it was an interesting circle. My oldest daughter is also a bit of a nerd. I got her into Star Wars when she was very young. A couple, 3 years ago, she got me into the 501st, making a nice circle.
Yeah.
So you've got this awesome costume. Who approves them and how do they get?
When you go to join the 501st Legion, as I said, we do specialize in movie quality costumes. We have on our website, on our 501st.com website, we have a costume reference library where each costume is detailed very specifically as to what makes an approvable costume. Once you put those together, and we really encourage people to talk to us first so you don't spend a lot of time, money, and energy on something that's just not going to be approvable. But it goes through an approval process that goes through our local level or garrison GML, who is our membership liaison. If it's a costume he's very familiar with, he may give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you get a thumbs down, they'll say, this is what you need to do to fix it.
Yeah.
We'll help you. If he's not familiar with it, it goes up to Legion level for approval.
Cool. So tell us about the costume you're wearing right now.
My costume is the classic A New Hope TIE Fighter pilot. The TIE Fighter pilots are the ones that are chasing after your X-Wing there that kind of look like an Oreo cookie a little bit. You mostly see them within the cockpit in the movies. Occasionally in the backgrounds of some of the other movies you may see them. For example, when the Death Star is being exploded, you might see them running around in the background going to their thing. But and some of the TIE Fighter pilots would be Darth Vader's wingmen when he's chasing Luke down the trench, for example.
So what kind of requirements had to go into building a costume?
This particular costume is a partial armor costume. We have the bucket, or what we call the helmet, the front and back chest plate that make up the hard armored parts of the costume. A lot of our costumes have a variety of soft pieces that go with it. This costume, like the Biker Scout, has a black underneath jumpsuit. We have almost all of our costumes have gloves, dark boots usually, or white boots depending upon the costume.
Gotcha.
And belts and what have you. Some of this stuff we make on our own. Some of it comes to us in kits, and it's up to us to shape the kit and make it fit us and fit our bodies.
Gotcha. How long have you been with the 501st?
I officially joined the 501st on May 13th, 2014.
Oh, cool.
So I've been just under 2 years.
Nice.
And how long have you been just cosplaying in general?
Actually, this is my first official cosplay costume,
Wow.
but it's addictive, and I have other costumes underway.
There you go. Hey. So, what did you think of the new movie?
The new movie, The Force Awakens, I really enjoyed it personally. I had the pleasure of trooping it in costume, and then watched it at the Thursday night premiere night with my daughter, who is also a 501st member, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. We liked the fact that it stayed true to the feel of the original trilogy. I mean, every movie has its ups and downs, but on the whole, I personally really liked it. As the 501st, we were really excited. If you know where to look in it, you will see our banner hanging up in the movie. You will also see one of our little, our signature pieces are what we call our R2KT droid, or our little pink droid that is the symbol of our charity effort, shows up within the movie.
Oh, that's right.
That's really cool.
How do these new characters fit into the group?
As far as the group is concerned, any of the characters that would be considered the dark side, Kylo Ren, the First Order Stormtroopers, the new officers, those characters will be 501st characters. Rey, Finn, the hero characters, BB-8. These are our rebel characters, the droids from the new movies. So from a costuming universe, they will be part of our Rebel Legion. Here in the Mountain Garrison area, which is Colorado and Wyoming, we have a wonderful relationship with our Rebel Legion and our Mandalorian sister costuming groups. We work together a lot. If you see us out and about, for example, at festivals and what have you, you often won't be able to tell we're necessarily two different clubs because we work together a lot. And
That's
we have
really
a lot
cool.
of dual members.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really fun.
We all like Star Wars.
That is the uniting factor here.
Okay, so our last question for you is for our game, the Comrade,
Okay.
Companion,
Uh-oh.
and Castaway. It
All
was
right.
the Han Solo, Star-Lord, and
Star-Lord and Malcolm.
Malcolm. Yes, that one that we've got up there on the screen.
Yep.
What would your three be?
Oh, wow, that's a toughie. Well, my castaway would unfortunately be Peter Quill. Sorry.
All right. All right.
I'd be hard pressed to choose between the other two, whether which one's companion and which one's compatriot there. But I would probably, with those choices, oh gee, warrior-wise, Han Solo or Captain Mal. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think I would probably have Han Solo as my companion,
All right.
and Captain Mal as my compatriot.
That's pretty fair.